What's up, guys? You wanted to know what my worst dates were, and here they are. I'm gonna name them in order that I'm gonna tell you. Bird poop, grieving grandfather, and Las Vegas. Ooh. If you have heard the Las Vegas story, you already know how bad it was. If you haven't, you're in for a treat. All right, so let's get into number one, bird poop. So I am walking with this girl in the park. Normal day, it was around 7 p.m. at night. We just finished having dinner and we're walking through the park and she's talking regular, nothing really special. And it gets to a moment where she's like, I need to take this phone call. I said, no worries. So I'm on my phone minding my business. And literally 3 seconds into that conversation on the phone, a bird takes a humongous shit on her shoulder. It was the funniest thing to me. I could not stop laughing. Obviously, she didn't think it was funny, but I thought it was hilarious. And I consider that my worst date because I was an asshole for that. I can take full accountability. I shouldn't have done that, but that shit was funny. That's why me and her not talking anymore. But it happens. So date number 2, grieving grandfather. Man, this girl was crazy. And I tell you, when I mean crazy, I mean like, there's levels of crazy. There's like level 1, 2, 3, we go up. This girl's a level 20. 1 through 10, but she's a level 20. That's how insane she is. The day after I found out my grandfather died, I just needed someone to talk to. And she was like, oh, let's go out. Let's, go on a little date. And I was like, all right, let me get my mind off of it, whatever. So we go out. She's like, oh, do you want to go to the movies? And I'm like, I'm not really feeling that right now. I just kind of want to relax, chill, and just talk. I'm trying to understand my feelings, my emotions in the moment of trying to process everything. So we go get some hot chocolate real quick. And then she's just like, all right, let's go back to my crib. And I'm like, all right, cool. So we're walking all the way to her crib. And I'm just getting a weird vibe at this moment. She's sending me some type of energy and I'm just not really understanding it or feeling it in the moment. Cause I'm just still trying to process my grandfather dying. He literally died the day before. So now we're in her crib. So now we're in front of her apartment building. And I feel like she's about to just do some weird shit. We were playing around the entire time. We were tapping each other's shoulders, some playthings. So I'm going up her stairs and I feel for some reason, something's telling me she wants to touch my butt. And I personally do not feel comfortable with someone touching my butt if this is the second date. If I just met you, chasing me up her stairs, trying to touch my ass. Bro, I had to go up those stairs backwards, not forwards, backwards. All right, so now we're in her crib, right? I should have took that as a red flag to just leave, but I didn't. So now we're in her crib, rolling up. I'm trying to smoke. She's being mad sexual the entire time. She's getting on top of me. She's touching me, kissing me. And I'm just laying here like a brick, bro, I am sad and depressed. Why are you doing this? And you all here hey honey, how you doing? Let me give you a kiss. Second red flag she told me while she was on top of me, she goes and says, listen, I'm kind of crazy, but you'll love it. What? Excuse me? What'd you say? Nah, no thank you. I'm good. Pass. Have a blessed day, because what came out your mouth was not it. I was yo, nah. So I'm starting to leave yo, shorty, I gotta go, because me and you not gonna work. She rolls over and says, man, I really wish you could think. She rolls over and tells me dead in the eye, I wish you could think what I'm thinking. Or no. This is how she worded it. I wish you knew what I was thinking. And I was like, all right, cool. Just say that. Express it. She goes, no. And I'm like, oh, damn, Miss Shorty, loony. All right, I gotta go. So then I'm like, all right, I'm a bounce. And then she sits there, right, for a couple seconds and starts shaking her head, trying to transmit her thoughts into my head. Now I'm understanding you wanted to sleep with me, but I am sad. I am depressed, shorty. I'm trying to grieve, and you thought sex was the solution for me? Why would you think that's okay? Please, someone tell me why someone thought that was okay. Past that, I'm like, all right, cool. You weird now. I didn't even say it. I was like, all right, yeah, cool. I'm a bounce. I'm just gonna leave. I'm a, skedaddle. So I'm headed out her crib and she grabs me. I give her a hug, to be nice. And she's like, nah, come back. I'm like, nah, you about to touch my butt. Like, I told you, I don't like that. She's like, grabs me by the arm, pulls me in, kisses me, and then full grasp. Not like, she full grasped my butt cheek. And I never saw her again. I had to cleanse myself so bad the minute I got home, because that was not it. Oh my fucking gosh. What is up with these girls in New York City? Fucking crazy, man. All right. Now, let's get to the last and final date. Las Vegas. If anyone in Las Vegas is seeing this, I'm sorry, but I'm never going back. That energy there is not it. It is the most negative place I've stepped foot in. It is so hot, I thought it was in hell itself. Like, damn, that is the devil's home. Like, bruh, that man is living there. All right, I'm type stupid for doing this, but who wouldn't want to do something crazy? I'm a very adventurous person. Let me just give you some insight so you understand why I did what I did. I'm a very adventurous person. You tell me to get on a flight to go somewhere, I am so effing down. So I met this girl on TikTok, right? And this is 2020, where COVID was still like at its peak. We're FaceTiming every day. I'm working overnight, so I have the time to talk to her. It then gets to a point where she's like, hey, I'm going to Las Vegas. You want to come? And I'm like, oh shit, fuck it. Oh, totally forgot the insight. She is from Portland, Oregon. So she's from the other side of this country. I am in New York. She is in Portland, Oregon. And I'm like, all right, fuck it. Let's see what we can do. Let this be a, TikTok story romance. But all right, so I hop onto this flight. It's a 6-hour flight for me because I had to connect to Georgia and then get to Las Vegas. So I land 2 hours before she does. So I'm like, all right, let me explore. So I started exploring. My Uber driver was telling me about the local dispensary that's a lot cheaper than, the tourist one. So I went out, got me some weed, I had to get me high as fuck. So I bought like roughly $200 worth of weed. And so yeah, I buy a bunch of weed and she texts me that she lands. The first thing that she says to me is, oh my gosh, I'm so drunk right now. And I'm like, bro, you just landed. How are you drunk? Please let me know. How the fuck are you drunk? You just landed. So we get into the hotel room. Big thing I had to mention. She was white. You'll understand why later in a minute. So we get into the hotel room that we're sharing. Don't ever do that. Biggest mistake I've ever did. Get your own room, please. If you ever meet a shorty in a different state, country, get your own room. Do not share rooms. We get into the room. Then we head to the restaurant where her friends are drinking. So we get to the bar. I'm already like type high because I'm like, I'm not about to be sober next to this girl. So we're there. And so I'm talking to her friends, meeting them. We're all drinking, having a little chit chat. So they're like, oh, let's get back into the room. Let's, hang out. I'm like, I bet. So before that, they're like, yo, we're gonna get fucked up. Let's go to CVS and get some drinks with the electrolytes. So I'm like, cool. I kind of have the munchies. Let me get some snacks. Oh, wait, totally forgot to get some toothpaste. Let me go buy that real quick. I got me some cashew. Oh man, I love cashews. Got me some cashew nuts. And I was like, all right, let me get this toothpaste. What I thought was toothpaste. So I grab it, I buy it, we head to their hotel room. Now they're sharing this humongous bottle of Tito's, passing it around like, here you go. And I'm like, nah, I'm good. I'm Gucci. I don't even know if any of y'all have COVID. I'm just here like 6 feet apart eating my cashew nuts. Like, y'all cool, but I don't know you like that. And I still gotta, take it all in to see if I'm safe around these people. Because if I get blacked out drunk and something happens, I'ma be assed out. And nah, we don't do that. After a couple hours in their hotel room, just drinking, talking, she's like, oh, let's get back into the room. I'm like, all right, bet, we about to get freaky. So I'm like, all right, let's go. So we're walking down the hallway, and so she tries to like hold my hand. I shit you not. When I held this girl's hand, it was as if I was holding a dead body. Bro, the energy that was coming from her was so fucking negative. Oh my gosh. It was just so weird. So we get into the room. I'm like, all right, let me brush my teeth. Let me make sure it's all clean. Ignoring all the red flags of before. It's just like, I'm about to get freaky. I'm about to do this to you. Let's go. I start brushing my teeth, right? Because I'm like, I need that clean breath with the toothpaste that I thought was toothpaste. So I'm brushing my teeth, and all of a sudden, it starts solidifying. And I'm like, yo, what the fuck? I'm not trying to make any scene. So I look at the box. It's denture cream. My dumbass bought denture cream. What the fuck was I doing? I'm panicking, so I'm like, yo, I'm trying to get freaky right now. How am I about to get freaky with denture cream in my mouth? Luckily, I had toothpicks. These toothpicks saved the day. I shit you not, they saved the day. I pulled everything out of my teeth, threw out the denture cream, so she didn't use it because she didn't buy toothpaste. And the minute I finish, I'm like, all right, I'm out. She's like, okay, let me use the bathroom real quick. Vomits. Runs to the toilet and vomits. I have never been so visibly pissed. So I pick her drunk ass and put her in bed. I'm like, all right, go to sleep. It's time for you to go night-night. We not doing nothing with that vomit breath. Nah, I'm good. Clean up her vomit, go to sleep, wake up the next morning, we get breakfast, get back into the hotel room, and she's just going through TikTok. And I'm like, hey, like, you want to explore Las Vegas? Yo, she had the audacity to be like, nah, you can do that by yourself. So what? So why did I come out here for? To lick my own balls? Because I could have done that at home. Like, what was this about? I said, all right, cool. I'll stay here. I'ma chill. So she's scrolling through TikTok. On her For You page, all I see is black dudes, black dudes, black dudes, black dudes. I'm sitting here like, what the fuck did I get myself into? Yo, I'm about to be in that new movie Get Out 2, cause I done fucked up. She has a black man fetish. She don't like me, she fetishizes me. And that is abhorrently disgusting. Right? Whatever. It's just not it. Like, she has a black man fetish, and it's just so. Past that, we go have lunch with with her friends again, and they all tell me that they popped acid. That's the first thing that they tell me is the minute I sit down. Yo, we all just popped acid. Okay, cool. I'm about to just order some food. I'm gonna eat, and I'm just gonna babysit y'all dumbasses at this point. So we go back to their friend's room where they pop more acid. Like the what? The first tabs weren't enough? You needed more? All right, cool. And so a couple minutes go by, and the only other black dude in this room pulls out a tray and goes, yo, guys, you want to snort cocaine? Brother. Why did you pull out cocaine? I was hoping it could have been all the other white people in this room and that one Hispanic dude, but no, it was you. You're not looking out for your black brothers, bro. So I'm like, all right, okay. He passes it to the girl I'm talking to. She snorts it. I'm like, all right, I've seen this before. No problem. She's told me she does this. No issue. She wipes the tray, brushes her teeth. I'm like, oh, you a pro. This is your profession. This is what your personality consists of. Yeah, nah, this is not it for me. No, thank you. I'm good. She was like, do you want some? She really had the audacity to ask me if I wanted some cocaine. Of course I said no, because I don't do drugs like that. But the audacity, or matter of fact, the caucasity of this motherfucker. Got past that. All these red flags, and I'm still like, yo, what the fuck did I get myself into? I'm just not like paying attention. So 2 other dudes walk into the room. She starts flirting with them, talking to them. And I'm sitting here like, oh, so I'm not here. I just don't exist. I just didn't fly halfway. Ow, that kind of hurt. But I just didn't fly halfway across the country to see your ass, and you just want to flirt with some other people. After all of that, we go to a restaurant. We're waiting on this line outside. It's about a 30-minute wait. And she's like, oh, I'm gonna go to the hotel room. I'm like, are you sure? I don't want you to go by yourself. She goes to the hotel room. We get into the restaurant, and I'm sitting down and I receive a message from her. And it's a long paragraph. And I'm reading it, and it's just like, oh, I just don't feel like you're having fun. You can do your own thing. You don't have to hang out with us anymore. I just don't think this is gonna work out. Yeah, all this like bullshit. I looked at it, was like, oh, okay. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and argue with you because all my shit is inside the hotel room. So I'm just gonna be calm. She was like, you seem so unhappy by that response. Sis, of course I'm not gonna be happy. You dead say this is not gonna work out when you could have said it to my face over text message. So I delete her number right there. I continue talking to her friends. She comes into the restaurant. She takes some of her friends' leftovers. She starts eating, whatever. I'm ignoring her. You did some dumb shit right there. So now we're all walking out, and I'm like, I kind of don't want to be with you guys. I go back into the room. I'm like, bro, I've been doing overnight for the past week. I haven't slept in like 2 days because I was so excited for this trip. So let me just fucking go to sleep. So I go to sleep, and I wake up at 3 a.m. To my surprise, I see my phone blown up with phone calls and text messages from her. Let me in the room. Let me in the room. I'm on my period. Fuck you. All these just like very, very rude messages. And I'm sitting here like, yo, I fell asleep. Oh, I'm so sorry. I knew you were tired. Why you switch up? I thought you was mad at me. Thought you had your period, whatever. And this is, I had to take a shower, and then I just booked my ticket out. I was like, yeah, nah, I'm done, sis. This is it. I was supposed to stay there from Thursday night to Tuesday morning. I stayed there from Thursday night and left Saturday afternoon because I was not with that bullshit. I should have left Thursday night the minute she told me she was drunk. And that is the worst date of my entire existence. Now, I'm only 22, bro. And then, come on. It just wasn't it. Just wasn't it. I really hope I don't have another bad one like that, because it wasn't it. But with that being said, thank you for watching, and I'll see you later.